Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Light back with another YouTube video. And in today's video, we're going to be doing part number 5 of the DC Fandom videos here. And it's going to be Peacemaker here. And yeah, Peacemaker got a trailer or teaser trailer, whatever you want to call it, at DC Fandom. And I thought, let's talk about it. So yeah, I'm going to go through this quick intro. DC Fandom took place a couple days ago. This is most probably premiering on a Wednesday as a part of a triple upload. This would be the second video of a triple upload. And yeah, so I wanted to do some individual videos for some of the panels and stuff. And yeah, Peacemaker is one of them. So yeah, anyways, without ado, let's get into it. So yeah, Peacemaker was announced like last year. I can't remember if it was announced at 2020's Fandom. But I don't remember exactly when it was kind of like announced. I remember there was like a bit of like, there's a few set photos. I think there was like a bit like a micro teaser like a couple weeks ago or a month ago. So I remember that. I didn't really watch that too much. I can't remember what it was, but I think it was like in an HBO Max commercial or something like that. Uh, but yeah, we do know a little bit about the show and stuff like that. And then today we got, or not today, a couple days ago we got of course, the trailer and everything. So yeah, without ado, let's get into it. So yeah, Peacemaker, definitely one of the interesting shows. I mean, it's going to be technically the first DCU show for HBO Max in a sense. So I'm pretty excited to see that. And of course, it's supposed to be taking place after the events of the Suicide Squad, but I'm not even too sure about that. And also, I want to just say minor spoilers, or major spoilers, honestly, for the Suicide Squad. I'm not really talking about any of the other characters. I'm mainly just talking about Peacemaker spoilers. So that's just one thing from the Suicide Squad. So if you haven't seen it and you care about like what happens with Peacemaker and stuff like that, click off the video right now. And once you finish watching and come back, just because I feel like you need to say some spoilers before you start talking about this. Yeah, so of course, as you know, as some of you might know, Peacemaker was my personal favorite of the Suicide Squad. I thought he was definitely one of the best written characters. And I'm super excited to kind of see where it goes. I think James Gunn directed 5 episodes of it, and he wrote all 8, which is pretty good. I mean, he's definitely a good director slash writer, and I'm pretty excited to see. Just so we get this kind of information out, it's gonna be an 8 episode show, and it's most likely gonna be like around an hour ish, uh, something like that. I can't see maybe going at 20 minutes or something like that. James Gunn wrote and directed some of the episodes, and it's supposed to be releasing January 13th, 2022. So actually, it's really close to coming out. It's like a few months away. So that's actually pretty interesting. Yeah, so now that we covered like the releasing information and stuff like that, let's dive into this. So yeah, last time we saw Peacemaker, he got shot right through the throat. And which speculated a lot of people to thinking, shit, maybe he's dead. Yeah, people were like, damn, yeah, he's probably dead, honestly. Wouldn't be surprising. I think he's dead. And a lot of people were in question, how is this Peacemaker show going to fit into that? And the short answer to that is, I don't even know. I honestly don't know. Like, it's said to be taking place after the events of that, but I have no clue if that's honestly true. Most likely, it might be telling, like, a bit of a story, I guess, of his origins and stuff, and they would say maybe saying this from the hospital bed or something. I don't expect him to be just taken off after the whole Suicide Squad thing, and then just heading straight into telling off his origin, because I don't think that's gonna be really good, honestly. So that's what I'm thinking. Maybe it's like some short story stuff and stuff like that. Also, we could see we're also getting another kind of character like Peacemaker in the character known as Vigilante. And I gotta say, Vigilante looks like he's gonna be really funny. I can already tell this show from the looks of it, it's gonna be very funny. And I should also point this out too. Similar to the Suicide Squad, this is not. I don't think this is gonna be very age appropriate for people, younger people. I guess it's very. Pretty sure it's probably gonna be very inappropriate, very I think probably hard R. It's gonna be very inappropriate. I could already tell. Just if you know watch the Suicide Squad, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's not very appropriate for children too. I shouldn't point that out. Or I'm not sure if there's probably gonna be some gore and violence too. So I don't even know if it's good for squeamish people. People who probably also can't take like constant cursing and saying of inappropriate like material and stuff like that. That's another thing as well. But anyways, I don't know about nudity or any of that stuff. I'm not too sure. But yeah, it's presumably probably going to be rated R. I can't even lie, or TVMA or whatever the rating is. I can't remember. But just not for kids, I guess I'll say. But anyways, uh, yeah, continuing on what I'm saying. So it looks from the looks of it from the teaser trailer, we see that Vigilante's there and also Peacemaker, and it looks like it's going to be exploring a little bit of Peacemaker's character. Now, I don't think it's going to be a direct origin. We'll probably see glimpses of what happened to him, how he became Peacemaker and stuff like that. But I'm thinking most part it's going to be taking place maybe when he's first beginning out as Peacemaker, when he's convinced that he's a superhero. I say that in quotation marks because he's not really a superhero. But I'm not one to say, I mean, he could be an anti hero, honestly, because I don't know how he's any different than, say, the Punisher, for example. So that's one thing. Uh, but yeah, I'm fully well expecting a lot of, like, violence and stuff from this show. Just from the looks of it, like, you could even see, like, they're literally shooting people and stuff like that violently and everything. So that's one thing. The trailer doesn't have any of that, in case you're wondering. It's just it has nothing like that, so that's just important to note as well. Uh, it also looks like we're getting a whole new team here. Of course, Vigilante. I'm really curious to see him. I mean, he just looks so funny to me. I don't know why. He just looks like a funny character. And also the rest of the cast too looks pretty interesting. I saw one of the guys from the Suicide Squad was actually in it. One of the people who were working under Amanda Waller. So that's kind of weird too. I'm like thinking here, how is this gonna work? Honestly, I have to watch the show to kind of know. And of course, this is supposed to be taking place in the DCU, which marks its first DCU TV show. So that's pretty interesting as well. Of course, DC has TV shows before that and stuff, but I'm talking about DC Extended Universe. So yeah, I'm also interested to see if maybe they connect some of the other characters. I'm not too sure. I also saw somebody in a green costume. I honestly, I'm not too familiar with like Peacemaker characters and stuff like that. So I mean, I'm not exactly sure of who that is. I also think maybe he'll get powers in this too because if my memory serves me correct, I think he has powers. Uh, I think he has powers. I'm not too sure. I'm not don't 100% count me in for that, but I think he has powers. Well, very minor powers and stuff like that. I'm not exactly familiar with his story. I just know he kind of believes in that he's getting peace by literally killing people and getting peace. That's what he thinks, but it's obviously really stupid and stuff like that. Uh, so yeah, that's happening. It also looks like we're gonna get some more character analysis too. I am fully well expecting James Gunn to maybe dive into deeper into him. You even see from the trailer and stuff, like one of the characters even says, like you push people away because you don't want them getting attached or anything like that, and you're just trying to mask your kind of sadness and stuff. Because if you ever, I do know this from the Peacemaker comics and stuff like that. Like he had a very bad upbringing and stuff, so that's partially why he does this and stuff like that. We can even see from the trailer too. He even goes back to visit his dad, which wasn't a very good dad to him throughout his life, and partially the reason why he became Peacemaker. So that's another reason too. I'm kind of seeing too as well. You can even see from the trailer that he's not very good, and he's not a very good person. It doesn't look like. But yeah, I'm like really curious of the show. I'm pretty hyped up, honestly. Uh, in terms of like excitement rating, honestly, I would give it a 9 out of 10. I think I'm pretty excited for it. I mean, of course, I wouldn't mind seeing another trailer before we get this. It comes out like in a few months, honestly, so it's not even that far away. If you think about it, it's only like a couple months away, which is not too long. Well, yeah, it's like 2 and maybe a half months away. So it's not even that long, honestly, once you think about it. Uh, but then of course it's coming out on HBO Max and everything exclusively there. Uh, yeah, in terms of just the show and stuff like that, I'm really hyped to see it. I think it'll be really funny. I think it'll be like really like probably one of the funniest type of shows we'll ever see. Other than maybe there's a few other shows, superhero shows that are pretty funny to me. Uh, One that sticks out is the Harley Quinn show. That's pretty funny. Doom Patrol's pretty funny too. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to see this. But anyways, that's pretty much it though. Uh, Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.